Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we arrived here in the village of Wintersun, where things aren't really very good. It appears that the people here are under some sort of spell, illusion, enchantment, something that causes them to see demons as crusaders and crusaders as demons. So, and someone is definitely trying to force this to happen because while there are some runestones that are supposed to flash when demons go by, it's not. So, we need to go speak with the guy in charge. Maravok, I believe his name is. Oh. The mighty Maravok sits on a dais covered in pelts. In one enormous hand, he is holding a single flower, and his face wears a grim expression. Chief, we've brought the traitor. A tall female warrior drags a stumbling woman with empty eye sockets into the hall. We have several witnesses who say she was slandering the Lady of the Sun and her guests, and that she even urged her neighbors to spy on them. Hand me my axe. Maravok's voice is grim. I have been very patient with you, Gesmera. You dared to dishonor the Lady of the Sun, our happiness and protection. You didn't repent, you only nursed your malice in secret. I see now that taking your eyes was not enough. This time I will take your hands. What are you doing here, you blackguard? Raising your hand against innocents? You've earned the ancestors' wrath for sure. It's a bad thing to raise your fist against the clan elder, but I really want to smack you one. So you're Maravok, eh? Let me guess. Kverek's grandson. Or is it great-grandson? You have Kverek's impudent, shifty little eyes. And you give the same moronic orders. This is what happens when a clan decides that power should be inherited and not earned. You knew my great-grandfather. Maravok stares at Ulbrig in surprise. The name Kverek must have caught him off guard. Of course I did! Ulbrig Olesk knew your whole clan, from the biggest thieves to the smallest crooks. Boy, did I give you people a good walloping in the Battle of Goatford. Huh. I've heard stories about the Olesks. Our grandfathers told us it was a clan of drunks, liars, and half-wits. But I wasn't aware they also harbored demons. Enough of your deceit, monster. Shut your mouth and don't open it without my permission. You pray to some unknown power and dare to call it the Lady of the Sun? Oh, Sarenrae, help me talk some sense into these blasphemers. You hear soft cooing. A blindingly white dove is perched high in the rafters of the chief's house. Sarenrae's sacred bird takes flight, circling above your head, and you know that the goddess has heard your prayer. Go ahead, pray to your demons all you want, they won't help you. It's good you came. Saves me from chasing after you around all of Wintersun. Here in this hall is a place of power, for me and my lady. I will kill you here, and then go with my people to Dresden and hand it over to its rightful masters. Warriors of Wintersun, attack! Right, ooh, Sarenrae's Blessing. +4 morale bonus on attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. 20 temporary hit points, not affected by Frightened and Shaken. Your attacks deal an additional 10d6 points of fire damage, and any damage of that energy type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by energy resistances or immunities. Oh my good golly gosh. This is gonna be very good. I'm gonna do turn-based mode here. And, yeah, this is gonna be good. You know what? How about we slow these guys down a bit? You guys are gonna take a while to get here, I think. Okay, maybe not the dragon. Alright, you. Let's focus on the dragon. Our ranged guys will focus on the others. Wow, this is gonna be good. Alright, Social. Let's see. Do you have any good spells? You got Heal, Summon Monster, Pillar of Life, Cleanse. Not much in the way of damaging spells. Sure, throw out a prayer. Let's have some extra help.
Begone, fiend!
Here comes the other Calavicus. Alright, Lan. Let's give some extra shots on these guys.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
Only one? That's a bother. Okay, you. So it's an additional 10d6 points of fire damage, and any damage of that energy type cannot be prevented. Which means fireballs are going to be really good. Maximized fireball. Go ahead, burn him. Well, that killed the Calavicus. And Beverak is almost dead. And... interesting choice, Shadow Demon. Hey, Ivu! You want to kill a dragon? Thank you! Go in there. There's a bit of damage. Alright, Aru. You can finish off that Calavicus, I think. There you go. Okay, that ranger is gonna start doing things. You. How about you go take care of that ranger? That works. Going for Lan, eh? Okay. Social, you can get in there and throw an attack in.
I will bring down the divine
Or maybe
wrath.
not quite. Alright, Lan. Why do you only get one shot? That makes no sense.
You won't survive me.
Well, we're whittling down the mirror images. Okay. Let's go with another good spell. Elemental Assessor. Go with it. Mirror image. Okay. Ivu, you can get over here. And now my turn. Let's get a few attacks on this.
Don't hold back.
Wow, he's down. How much did I do? Oh, wait. That was a crit. Whenever you score a crit against it, it provokes an attack of opportunity from your ally. I got a crit, did 70 damage, plus another 25, and then the attacks of opportunity. Ivu did 71, and then another 40. Holy shit! That is incredible. My lady, don't leave me. Don't leave me. And he's running off. If you don't mind, please get rid of this. There we go. Gizmera. I see what others cannot discern. I know what others cannot learn. My hand is guided by the skill of centuries. My soul I guard against fetters. That went shockingly well. I mean, I've played this fight before, and it's usually very difficult. That guy in the middle is very hard to hit, and the dragon is also hard to hit. But holy crap, that blessing of Sarenrae! That was incredible.
I finished here. Is there more?
Okay. As for down here... doesn't appear to be anything over here. Alright. Let's go after him.
Do it my way. Follow if you dare.
There he is. The wounded Maravok is shivering as if from a fever. He tries to take the human skull from the plinth in front of the Lady of Sun statue, but his weakened grip spasms and the skull rolls toward you, stomping at your feet. The warrior watches it with stricken eyes, muttering, "Key," before turning to the statue. "My lady, my love, forgive me. I failed you. I lost. Didn't even keep the key safe after you gave it to me. Come, protect our winter sun. But if you can't, take me away. Take me to your castle in the clouds." Maravok's prayer does not go unanswered. A shadow, unnaturally narrow and trembling, separates from the Lady of Sun statue and floats above the floor. A delicate hand, or maybe a claw, reaches out and touches the slumped head of the dying warrior with a soft, almost tender gesture. And then you hear an airy, otherworldly voice directly in your mind. "Why are you mortals so fond of breaking other people's toys?" "So you're the rot that's festering in Wintersun. You're a despicable beast and you don't deserve any other name. My kinsmen, my neighbors have suffered because of you. Death would be too light a punishment for you, scum." "Well, well, well. And here I thought this lady must be a stunning beauty to have befuddled Maravok like that. And you're just a fly? Just a speck on the wall?" "So you're the Lady of the Sun?" "That is what they call me here," replies the insect-like shadow. "But you may call me by another name. Jerabeth." "What have you done to these people?" "I merely planted a few ideas in their heads." "It is elegant in its simplicity. I make all the people of Wintersun see demons as humans, elves, dwarves, and they see real mortals as demons. They live in a topsy-turvy world where the lands of the Worldwound are teeming with brave crusaders, and where Dresden was recently captured by an army of hideous monsters from the abyss. If your firebrand Queen Galfrey were to show up here, the people would take her for one of Deskari's spawn and try to slay her on the spot. And the children of Wintersun already have so much blood on their hands. Every weary traveler who happened to discover this mortal oasis in the midst of the scarred lands of the Worldwound, who rushed with brimming hope toward its walls, died at the hands of the clan. And they all fervently believed that they were fighting demons." "I told you it was all a face spell. I said so from the start, but nobody listened. You just laughed. Now who's laughing?" "Why did other demons visit here?" "There is no other place in all the Worldwound like my little Wintersun. I don't allow other demons to kill the people in my domain. Instead, they come here to play. They shrug off their demon guise and pretend to be mortals. Even Lady Nocticula in the Midnight Isles does not offer such exotic amusements. You should find all this very familiar." You intuitively understand that these last words were not addressed to you. The demon has clearly allowed you to hear them as a courtesy. For you too are playing at being human. Isn't that so, Succubus? No, you have created a tawdry parody of what I am striving to be. You could have made them believe anything, performed any number of miracles for them. You could have made their dreams come true, but all you did was poison their minds against their fellow mortals. You may have the powers of a demon, but you have little when it comes to intellect as befits an insect. I've heard enough. Oh, really? Then listen to the most important thing I want to say to you. Don't destroy my toy village. This place and its amusing people have become quite dear to me. Maravok, too. He loves me so passionately, so blindly. There are some things you cannot discover in the abyss, no matter how long you look. You probably want to open the poor barbarian's eyes to the truth, but you can't do that without my help. Even if you do, by some miracle, find a way to do it, the children of Winter's Sun will have to live with the knowledge of what they've done all these years. They will recall every murdered crusader and traveler that they plunged their spears into or burned on a ritual pyre. Many of them will not survive the truth you will inflict on them. The rest will be cut down by demons, for I am the only one protecting them from such a fate even now. But I have a better solution. I will change the clan so that from this day forth they will see true mortals and demons alike as human. I will make them believe that the Crusaders have won a final resounding victory, that peace now reigns in the world wound, and that all the demons have been driven back to the abyss. Every last one. Winter's Sun will remain a peaceful oasis in the midst of chaos, neutral territory where neither Crusaders nor demons will cross swords in battle. I will get to keep my wondrous domain, and your Crusaders will never perish here again. What do you say to that, Commander? Not a chance, you monster. You will free the people from your deception now, or you will regret it. Jerabeth hesitates. The demon's flat, insectoid visage is difficult to read, but her quivering mouth betrays her extreme tension. At last, a phrase rings in your mind. All right. I'll do as you say. Outside, a clamor starts to swell. 1, 2, a dozen voices cry out in astonishment, then horror. No, not me, please, rasps Maravok, struggling to lift his head off the floor. Gathering his strength, he barks out more clearly. I don't need the truth. I don't want to lose you, my lady. I knew. A crazed smile warps the warrior's face. I guessed a long time ago that you weren't who you seem to be. But you brought peace to my people, and me. And I kept your secret as best I could. I stamped out any suspicions, and the people who voiced them, sometimes. I want to live in your light. I don't want to be without you. Arushale turns pale and covers her mouth with her hand. Her ruby eyes are filled with undisguised horror. You cannot read the emotions on the creature's horrifying face, half hidden by shadows. If it answers Maravok, it does wordlessly, directly in his mind. After a moment of silence, you hear a voice in your head. Give him to me. So, it did only seem right that the people of the town should know the truth, that they shouldn't live in some blissful illusion. But after what he's done, we could kill him and just end his life, but I have a feeling being with Jerabeth would be a much more painful experience. Take him if you want. Thank you, Commander. You are a curious creature, and it is just possible that we may see each other again. I'm returning to the Ivory Sanctum, the castle in the clouds, as they call it here. You have a key to my home, but will you find out how to use it? I will be expecting your visit. Jerabeth's shadow disappears into the portal, and her departure spells the end of an era in the life of Winter's Sun. Gizmera the Carver is standing cowering against the wall. She's Gone? I can feel it. I feel like something's changed. I will tell the people what you did for us, Commander. Indeed. And we have a couple throwing axes, and that appears to be it. Well, let's take a look at this loot, I suppose. There's the bone key. Braces of Dominance. When they confirm a crit with two-handed weapon, the enemy must pass a will saving throw or become unable to attack for a round. You do use a crit. You do use a two-handed weapon. You're the only one who does. Well, no, you're not. We'll check that later. Frost Embrace. +3 Icy Burst Throwing Axe. Passive Fortitude or become... Oh, wait! Maybe that's related to why? I don't know. Land got attacked and couldn't do anything? That might be it. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, let us leave.
I'm on.
I am going to really enjoy this buff I have. The Blessing of Sarenrae? My god, that's going to help out so much with the rest of this area. I can only imagine. For God's sake. +4 morale to attack and saving throws and skill checks. Extra temporary hit points. That 10d6 points of fire damage is fucking insane. Who would expect being able to do that?
I do what
It's so powerful. 70 damage. My god. Ah, yes. How are we going to live without the Lady of the Sun? There's no one to protect us. No one. Foul demons. What did they do to us? It's better to know the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Honestly, I do have to agree.
I'm gone.
Well, let's leave, I suppose. Poor people.
We do it my
They've
way.
been through a lot. And I suppose if that's done, all that's left is to finish exploring this place. There's only one path left, and that is up in this direction. Which I think we'll be dealing with in the next episode. I know this episode is quite a bit shorter than I usually do, but honestly, this seems like a decent place to pause it. I would move everything down, but I feel like, well, it's gonna take a bit to move everything down. Well, I can. But yeah. I am just going to move all these down to make a lot more space for things that we're going to collect. There we go. I'll adjust it more later. And with that, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll finish looking through the areas around Wintersun. Till then, I am Chestic44, also known as Fly. That is, me, Ulbrig, Social, Arushale, Lan, and Nenio. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.